To get better, there isn't any of us who can't improve. So, embrace the idea of personal development and growth. That's what my teacher shared with me to change my life, starting just a few steps from here at that convention. I'm telling you, for things to get better, you've got to get better. Don't ask for the world to change out there. Ask for yourself to change in here. Don't wish for more favorable winds. We call that naive. Don't wish for better seeds. Wish for better soil. This is the only planet you've got. Just ask that you can get wiser, stronger, and better able to take care of your own responsibilities. Get better at learning how to handle the seasons better. Let's go through them. Just get better at handling the winters. You can't change the winter. You can't change the seasons. But you can change yourself. What can I do about the upcoming winters of my life? The challenges I know I'm going to face. Here's what you can do. You can get wiser, stronger, and better. Make a list of that trio of words. Wiser, stronger, and better. Go home smarter than you came. Go home with more ideas than you came with. Next, get stronger. You can develop the muscle. You can develop the courage muscle. You can develop the inspiration muscle. You can develop the dedication muscle. You can get stronger. There's nobody here who can't get stronger. Next time we see you, you may not even recognize yourself. So strong you're going to become in terms of language, style, and personality. The ability to cope. The ability to handle anything that happens, no matter what happens. And the third one is to get better. We can all get better. I've gotten better. The first talk I gave, I stood up. My mind sat back down. But here's the secret to my success. I stood up and did it again. I stood up, and I did it again, and I did it again, and I did it again. All those many years ago, I did it when I was scared, and I did it when I didn't want to, and I did it when I was ill, and I did it when it didn't work well, and I did it when they didn't appreciate it, and I did it a lot of times when I didn't know much about what I was doing. I just did it anyway. And now, all these years later, I'm asked to walk on this stage with the greatest introduction I've ever had, the greatest response and welcome I've ever had, the greatest opportunity I've ever had to touch this many lives with a mixture of words, heart, and soul. I got better. I got better day by day and week by week and month by month. And I'm asking you to do the same thing, until you can develop a long arm and a long reach, until you can develop influence that won't quit. Touch people next year you couldn't touch this year. Touch people now you couldn't touch before. Conduct a meeting now you couldn't conduct before. Heart and soul mixed in there that wasn't there before. I'm asking all of you to get better. In spite of the winters, in spite of the downturns, the money downturns, the social downturns, the personal downturns, whatever it is, just get stronger, get better. The key is not to wish for a better winter. The key is to wish for more strength, more wisdom, more courage. Get better, get wiser, get stronger. Here's the second lesson. Learn to take advantage of the spring. Spring means opportunity, and we've got a fresh spring going here. It's called a spring like no other, an opportunity like no other for you. But here's the clue. Spring is not a guarantee of a harvest in the fall, the autumn harvest time. Here's what you must learn to do. Underline the two words. If you're taking notes, take advantage. Take advantage of the spring. Don't just be faked out by the spring because the nice weather has come. It looks like everything is going to be a lot better. The winter's finally passed. The spring is here. I'm telling you, that's not going to do it for you. Just because the spring is here, it's not going to do it for you. You've got to seize it with your own two hands and take advantage. Read the books, study the tapes, go back for your notes. Get ready to cash in on the spring. And now, there's a sense of emergency here. Here's why. Spring doesn't last that long. Take advantage of it. It's called take advantage of the spring. And there's also an urgency here. How many springs have you got in a lifetime? Not very many. Life is brief. At the longest, the Beatles wrote, life is very short. And for John Lennon, it was extra short. For Michael Landon, it was extra short. But it is short. There's an urgency here. Don't waste your springs. Don't just let them pass, hoping the time will pass. Take advantage. Last year, it was seize the moment. And I'm asking you now, this season, to seize the spring opportunity. You've got a new organization going. Seize the spring. You've got a new distributor going. Seize the spring. You've got a new life situation going. Seize the spring. Take advantage of it. Don't let it pass without giving it the best of your two hands and your attention. Number 3. In the summer, learn to nourish and protect. We've got some major challenges now come summertime. One is to nourish our values. Take care of them, feed them, don't let them go hungry. Don't let them go wanting in nourishment and care. Then, here's something else we've got to do in the summer. Defend ourselves against the enemies. Summertime is a unique time. It's a time of opportunity. It's also a time of challenge. But whatever threatens you, I'm asking you to threaten it back. Take care of your responsibility, but don't take anything off anybody. If somebody wants to destroy your chances for a good future by their negative talk, negative thinking, putting it all down, I'm telling you, walk away if you have to walk away. Whatever threatens you, threaten it back. Whatever threatens your opportunity, threaten it back. Now, some of our enemies are on the outside. But here's the most important thing to understand. Some of our enemies are on the inside. Here's a quick list. Indifference. You've got to do battle with your own indifference. Boy, it's easy to coast, especially if you've accomplished something extraordinary. Now, somebody says, I got to relax. Here's the key. Not too long. The weeds will take all you plant if you rest too long. Don't rest too long. Indecision. You've got to make those decisions. The ones that don't turn out to be good give you experience to make better decisions. Don't let much time go by without making some decisions. The ones that you can make quickly, make them quickly. The ones that take time, take your time, but get those decisions made. Don't let indecision be an enemy robbing you of the future, emptying your bank account, leaving you with zero in the purse. Don't let that happen. The next one is doubt. Sure, there are doubts on the outside. People doubt that America's going to make it. People doubt that Europe's going to make it. People doubt that Russia's going to make it. Poland, Czechoslovakia, they doubt. The whole world is going to make it. But I'm asking you not to pick up all those doubts. I'm asking you to have some faith, have some courage, believe. Drive your doubts into a small corner. Don't let them loose like a mad dog driving you into a small corner. Don't doubt the future. Don't doubt the possibilities. Don't doubt the extraordinary gifts that your distributors bring to your organization. And most importantly, don't doubt yourself. If I've got miracle working power to change my life, so do you. If I've got the ability to change, so do you. If I've got the ability to read, so do you. If I can discover, so can you. If I can grow, you can grow. If I can develop, you can develop. If I can get an invitation like I got 6 years ago to help take something around the world, so can you. If I can stand on this platform, Idaho farm boy raised in obscurity, so can you. If the millionaire team can do it, president's team can do it. Walk off with the diamonds, the trophy, so can you. To a lot of people, ambition is kind of a mystery. The dictionary says it's an eager desire for distinction, power, or fame. But what does that really mean? Well, let's start with the word eager. All by itself, eager is kind of exciting. Kids are eager for their birthday parties. They expect to be the center of attention, get lots of presents, eat too much, I guess. Grown-ups are eager for birthdays too, unless, of course, they're embarrassed that the number of candles on the cake outnumber their achievements. But we can be eager to see a ball game, eager to see our kids in a dance recital, eager to see an old friend, eager to shop for a new car. Eager sounds like a lot of fun, but do you ever hear people say they're eager to live a better life, eager to have a better family, eager to make a lot of money? Probably not, and that's a problem because how I see it, living a better life, having a better family, and making a lot of money takes an eager desire. We have the remarkable ability to get exactly what we must have. But there is a difference between wishes and desires. We've all heard people say, oh, I wish I could just drop 5 pounds, or I want to be a little lighter. And we've probably said it ourselves, especially after a big holiday dinner of turkey and homemade pie and every other thing we can possibly stuff ourselves within one 8-hour period of time. And even though we may wish we could breathe a little easier in our clothing, we have to have the desire to exercise a little more and eat a little less. The I wish I could lose weight has to become I have the eager desire to lose weight. I'm also sure you've heard people talk about wishing they had more money to pay the bills or take a vacation or just to take a little pressure off of life. But before their lifestyle can change, their wish needs to become a desire. If they really desired change, they wouldn't spend their evenings just watching TV and wishing they were doing something more. The backbone of an eager desire to change is discipline. True ambition is disciplined, eager desire. It's that little part within us that says, if I want to be ready for that meeting tomorrow, I need to finish preparing for it today. If I want to make sure I can pay for my kids' college education, I need to start saving today. If I want a better life tomorrow, I need to start working on it today. Ambition is a minute-by-minute, day-by-day mentality. To have the ambition to work towards a better family life, a newer car, a bigger house, a financially secure future, you have to live it every moment. If living a successful life was easy, I'm sure more people would be successful. If just being ambitious was enough, I'm sure all of the broke and perplexed people in the world wouldn't be broke and perplexed. While most people spend most of their lives struggling to earn a living, a much smaller number seem to have everything going their way. Instead of just earning a living, the smaller group is busily working at building and enjoying a fortune. Everything just seems to work out for them. And here sits the much larger group, wondering in awe how life can be so unfair, complicated, and unjust. So, what's the major difference between the little group with so much and the larger group with so little? Despite all the factors that affect our lives, like the kind of parents we have, the schools we attended, the part of the country we grew up in, none has as much potential power for doing good as the ability to dream. Dreams are a projection of the kind of life we want to lead. Dreams can drive you. Dreams can make you skip over obstacles. When we allow our dreams to pull us, they unleash a creative force that can overpower everything in our way. To unleash this power, though, your dreams must be well defined. Having a vague future won't motivate you much. Clear dreams are not fuzzy wishes. To truly achieve your dreams, to really feel driven by your future plans, your dreams must be vivid. William James, after thinking for years about what it means to be successful, described success as a combination of two things. First, an inner ideal, followed persistently with courage. This means setting a goal and having the determination to achieve it, no matter what. Promise yourself you'll keep learning and practicing until you succeed. Don't give up until you reach your goal, no matter how long it takes. Step by step, book by book, seminar by seminar, keep going until you make it. I'll do it or die. Second, achieving outer goals related to that ideal. You need both aspects to truly succeed. But James realized that the inner goal is more important than the outer one. As long as you're working towards your inner goal, success is possible. But if you give up on your inner vision, you'll never truly succeed. Until doesn't even matter. Now, maybe the person who's been working on a project for 10 years can be successful in his own right. If he's honestly working towards it, doing everything to make himself worthy of reaching the dream, really happy with where he is, doing it until then, maybe he is a success. It's a personal thing, going for it one step at a time, going for small accomplishments along the way, for however long it takes. So, let's think about this for a moment. What outside evidence or results or proof can be seen when you accomplish your goals one step at a time? You'll start to see things change around you. Little things, not major things, but little everyday things. Things you may not even notice unless you are paying attention. If you're one of those who'd rather stay up late and get up late, only to discover that your workplace doesn't fit your schedule, and you roll out of bed cursing the alarm clock every morning, maybe you could start with the little change of going to bed half an hour earlier than normal. And maybe you'll see in time, of course, you can't train your body overnight. Maybe you'll find out that you jump out of bed in a better mood, and that your day will start better, and that you'll get more done, and that the people around you that caused you problems aren't so hard to work with after all. It all starts by making one little change and adding to it every day. You see, you can't change what's going on around you without first changing what's going on within you. Start changing how you look at mornings, and sure enough, people will start changing how they look at you when you start changing how you think, how you act, how you treat others, and how you treat yourself. When you start responding instead of reacting to life, life will start responding to you. I'm telling you that you can do it with your lifestyle. You can do it with your sales career. You can do it with your management career. You can do it with any part of your life. You cannot believe what can happen in such a short period of time. So, you ask yourself, What small changes can I start making today? Well, you can start in your car on your way to work. If you're sitting in stop-and-go traffic moving at about 15 miles per hour, look at the person sitting next to you and give them a smile, a thumbs up, or even wave. Now, some people might think you're a little strange, but hey, you'll feel better. And tomorrow when you get into the office, how about a big, cheery hello to the people at the front desk and everyone you see on the way to your office? And when you get home tonight, how about giving your wife, husband, and kids big hugs instead of collapsing on the sofa? When you start with the little things that make others happy and improve their day, you'll find that these little things add up to big ones. So, what happens when you start taking charge of your own personal happiness, your own life? Do you think that these little things will somehow make a difference in meeting your goals? You bet they will. You can't do it alone. You can't be successful by yourself. It's hard to find a rich hermit. You know, the ambitious person realizes that each of us needs all of us. Even if you finalized the company's marketing plan or finished up the sales projections or even wrote the mission statement for the year to come, you really had the help of all those around you who tolerated and supported your need to be undisturbed or provided service to you during the project. Maybe you should thank those people every once in a while with a dinner certificate or a bouquet of flowers. After all, without your support team, you probably wouldn't be where you are today. You can't be successful by yourself. So, thank them. Thank those around you and let them know just how important they are to you, be it your office personnel, your family, or your friends. But thank you sure goes a long way. You don't have to worry about the winds that will most certainly blow around you, the obstacles, the negativity that will stand in your way. You don't have to worry about what other people will say. You just have to keep your mind on your course. Those winds may blow fast and furious, but if you know your path, if you know where you are going, they will help push you toward the dreams, goals, and treasures that you have already decided you're going after. Your goals will push you forward, ahead of the stormy weather. There are some amazing people around that we can learn from today. People who have already braved the storms and come out on top. People who are still alive today. People who started with nothing and ended up with something great. Famous people, not so famous people, maybe even people you know but don't know their stories. People who had an early vision and ambition. People who turned their focused dreams into the reality of success. Let's say you decided to take a trip, just a short one, maybe for a weekend. Let's say you want to go away to a place you've never been before. Wouldn't you want to find someone who had been there? Ask them a few questions. What's the best way to get there? The safest route, the quickest route? What do I need to bring to be totally prepared? What fun things should I look for on the way? What dangers do I need to avoid? By talking with someone who has already been there, it'll make your trip that much more enjoyable. It's the same thing with life. By listening to those who are farther along in the journey you are interested in taking and learning from their successes and failures, you just might pick up something that will make your journey that much better. Listening to the stories of others can be motivating, captivating. They can provide that extra push you've been looking for. They can demonstrate what the power of ambition is truly all about. They've been there, their knowledge is valuable. And when you use that knowledge and motivation to take action, you'll gain momentum. Eventually, you will find that the key to motivation, true motivation, is right there inside you. You won't have to look elsewhere to get pumped up, turned on, charged up. With the right knowledge behind you, you will learn how to motivate yourself. With the right knowledge, you will find yourself becoming inspired on your own. To move forward, you must be motivated, inspired, and ambitious. You must have dreams and goals that fuel your ambition. But it's essential to understand that ambition is not about being greedy or selfish. It's not about getting ahead at the expense of others. Ambition is an eager desire to achieve, to do more for your family, and to prosper in health, wealth, and relationships. Ambition is not greed. It's an eager desire to get ahead in life. Desire is what you want for yourself. A bigger house, a better car, a fatter bank account, a better life. Ambition is how you get there. However, desire does not always translate into ambition. Desire might say, I want the tallest building in town. But the destructive side of desire might urge you to tear down all the other buildings. The alternative is to see it, dream it, and plan it. Put your team on it, work on it, go through all the steps to get there. Have the ambition to be the owner of the tallest building in town and go through all the right steps to achieve it. If you truly want it, have the skills and the patience to weather all the storms. Your ambition will lead you there. We get paid for bringing value to the marketplace. It takes time to bring value, but we do not get paid for time. So, the idea that I'm making about $20 an hour is not true. If it were, you could just stay home and have them send you the money. We don't get paid for time, we get paid for the value we bring. Now, since that's true, here's one of the key questions of my talk to you today. Is it possible to become twice as valuable to the marketplace and make twice as much money in the same time? The answer is yes. Could you become 3 times as valuable as you might be right now to the marketplace and make 3 times as much money in the same time? The answer is yes. 5 times? 10 times? Of course. America is unique. It's a ladder to climb. It starts down here, let's say at $5 an hour, and it keeps going up. The top income last year was $80 million, the guy who runs Coca-Cola. Now, that's a heck of a ladder. That's why everybody wants to come here, right? The boat people are not headed for Vietnam. People haven't plotted and schemed for 50 years saying, if I could just get to Poland, everything would be okay. Not true. Everybody wants to come to America, and the reason is because we've got the best wind ever blowing in our favor. We've got the best economic opportunity anybody's had in 6,500 years. And all you have to do is understand it and take advantage of it. Now, there are some key questions to ask here. Why would the marketplace pay someone only $5 an hour? Very simple answer. They're not very valuable to the marketplace. Now, we must underline to the marketplace. This person might be a very valuable brother, yes. A valuable member of the family, valuable. A valuable member of the church, of course. A valuable citizen of the country, yes. Valuable in the sight of God, no doubt. We're all of equal value in the sight of God. But if you're not very valuable to the marketplace, you don't get much money. You say, well, it shouldn't be that way. Well then, you've got to start your own country. You know, this one's been in process for 200 years, and this is the best we've been able to come up with so far. But here's the key. You don't have to stay here. Now, there was a big debate in Congress last year that this $5 was not enough. Should be 6, should be 6, should be 6. But we don't need legislation. 6 is already on this ladder. The next step up, you know, if you work for McDonald's, they'll pay you $5 an hour to take out the trash. If you whistle while you take out the trash, they'll pay you $6 an hour. So, we don't need that legislation. You just need to take lessons on how to whistle and have a good attitude as you begin to climb this ladder. Why would the marketplace pay some people $50 an hour? Answer. Evidently, they must be more valuable to the marketplace, 10 times more valuable. And is that possible for someone to be 10 times more valuable and earn $50 an hour instead of 5? The answer is yes. That's what America is all about. Why would the marketplace pay some people $500 an hour? Evidently, this person must be much more valuable to the marketplace. And would the marketplace pay one person $80 million for 1 year's work? And the answer is, of course. If you helped a company make $1 billion, would they pay you $80 million? I'm telling you, it is possible. And that's why America is so exciting. That's why this financial ladder is so exciting. It's possible for all of this to come true for all of you. No matter where you start, as a student in school, just getting started out there in the workplace. This is all possible for you. Here's what's important in personal development. Learn from other people. We learn number 1 by observation. We learn what we see. We watch people that are successful in what they do. In sports, we watch their disciplines. In business, we watch their disciplines. By observation, what we can see. The reason I created this video is something that you could see, someone's experiences translated for you. Second, we learn by what we hear. I've got some of my lectures on cassette tape, so you can take them with you wherever you go and learn by listening. Turn your car into a mobile classroom and listen. And then listen to the sermon on Sunday morning. Listen to the lectures. Listen to the teacher. Listen to someone who's got something good to say. And then, number 3, is vitally important in personal development, and that is read all the books. All the books you can possibly read in your lifetime. Mr. Shoaf got me started on my library. I've got one of the better libraries. Haven't read everything in it, but I feel smarter just walking in it. My library, at least I was smart enough to buy it. Now, I've got to be smart enough to read it. Then, of course, I've got to be smart enough to decide what's valuable and then do it. But this one is very important. Become a good reader. I started reading the books, attending the classes, making sure that I got in front of people that had something good to say. And then I started keeping a journal. One of the major things my teacher taught me was to keep a journal. He said, don't trust your memory. If you hear something good, just make a little note and write it down. Now, at first, I took notes on pieces of paper, torn off corners and backs of old envelopes, and it didn't serve me well. You know, thrown in a drawer. Then I learned to keep a journal, a bound copy of all my notes. So, I would suggest you do the same thing. Things that impress you, a poem that impresses you, when you attend a class, some of the ideas that impress you, jot them down. You read something in a magazine, write some ideas, it goes out, put them in your journal. Keep a good journal the rest of your life. This will serve you well. My journals make up a significant portion of my own library. And if you saw my library and saw my journals, I tell you what, you'd have to say, this is the library, and these are the journals of a very serious student. No wonder Mr. Rohn is invited to lecture and speak on his experiences around the world. So, I want the same thing to happen to you. Value capture that you can resort to later. Go back over it and review it, and let it become valuable to you. So, that's my first subject, personal development. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Develop the skills, learn the lessons, take the classes, absorb all that is being taught to you these days, and then later on, of course, you can sort it out, what's valuable to you and how to refine it for your business and for your life and for your future. But the main thing is to get it and start this process of personal change, personal development. And let me say it one more time, if you will change, everything will change for you. You'll never be the same. You'll keep growing. As you look back on a few months, look back on a few years, you won't believe the progress you can make economically, your relationship with your family, your friends, and whether you're in sports or economics or whatever. I'm telling you that whole process of committing yourself for personal change, personal value, can really make your life unique and worthwhile. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute pleasure to be here with you today. I want to talk to you about something that affects every single one of us. Something that plays a pivotal role in our lives. Money. It's a subject that can evoke a wide range of emotions. Some view it as the root of all evil, while others see it as a ticket to freedom, joy, and fulfillment. But let me tell you something profound. Money itself is neither good nor evil. It's simply a tool, a means to an end. What matters most is how we perceive it and how we choose to use it. Now, I want to dive deep into the heart of the matter. The psychology of money. Because let me tell you, your mindset about money will ultimately determine your financial destiny. Yes, you heard that right. Your thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes toward money will shape your financial reality. Firstly, let's address the elephant in the room. The limiting beliefs many of us have about money. How many times have you heard, or perhaps even said yourself, things like, money is hard to come by, I'll never be wealthy, or rich people are greedy. These statements, whether we realize it or not, create a barrier between us and financial abundance. We must recognize that our beliefs drive our actions. If we believe that money is scarce, that belief will manifest itself in our lives. We'll unconsciously repel opportunities, sabotage our efforts, and limit our potential to earn more. But what if we shift our perspective? What if we start believing that abundance is our birthright? What if we start seeing money as a tool to serve not only ourselves but others too? Imagine the possibilities if we believe in our capacity to create wealth and contribute positively to the world. Let me share a fundamental truth with you. Our outer world is a reflection of our inner world. If we want to change our financial situation, we must first transform our thoughts and beliefs about money. We need a money mindset makeover. So, how do we achieve this money mindset mastery? It starts with education and awareness. Educate yourself about finances, investments, and wealth building strategies. Read books, attend seminars, seek guidance from mentors. Knowledge is the key that unlocks the door to financial freedom. Next, practice gratitude. Gratitude for what you have right now, no matter how small. Gratitude opens the doors for more blessings to flow into your life. It shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance, from what's lacking to what's present. Furthermore, set clear financial goals. Without a destination, how can you navigate your way? Define what financial success means to you. Set specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals. Write them down and revisit them regularly to stay on track. Another crucial aspect of mastering the psychology of money is managing your finances wisely. Budget your expenses, live below your means, and save and invest consistently. Understand the difference between assets and liabilities. Assets put money in your pocket, while liabilities take money out. Invest in assets that generate passive income and increase your net worth over time. Moreover, surround yourself with positive influences. You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose to associate with individuals who have a healthy relationship with money, who inspire and uplift you toward financial growth. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. Financial mastery is a journey, not a sprint. Be patient with yourself, stay persistent, and learn from your mistakes. Every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow stronger. Which leads me to my next point. Financial independence isn't just about accumulating wealth. It's about achieving a state of empowerment where you possess the autonomy to dictate your life's direction. It's about having the freedom to make choices not dictated by monetary constraints. And one of the most potent tools on this journey towards financial independence is the habit of reading books on personal growth. Why, you might ask? Because books are reservoirs of wisdom, condensed experiences, and the distilled knowledge of the greatest minds of our time and times past. They are the keys that unlock doors to your potential, providing insights that can profoundly impact the way you think, act, and perceive the world. Consider this. The richest individuals in the world, in both monetary wealth and personal fulfillment, are often voracious readers. Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, Oprah Winfrey, the list goes on. These visionaries attribute a significant part of their success not only to their actions but also to the knowledge they've acquired through reading. Personal growth books are like mentors available to us at any time. They guide us, challenge our perspectives, and encourage us to reach beyond our limitations. They provide strategies, frameworks, and invaluable advice on financial literacy, investment, entrepreneurship, mindset, and personal development, all pivotal aspects in the pursuit of financial independence. By reading extensively on personal growth, you gain access to diverse viewpoints and strategies that can propel you forward. You acquire the mindset necessary to navigate the complexities of the financial world. You learn about financial management, investment principles, and entrepreneurial insights that can catalyze your journey towards economic freedom. But it's not just about the practical knowledge gained from books. It's also about the transformation of your mindset. Reading books on personal growth expands your mental horizons, instilling in you the confidence to take calculated risks, teaching resilience in the face of failure, and nurturing the patience required for long-term success. When you immerse yourself in books that discuss success principles, financial strategies, and personal development, you absorb the wisdom of those who have already walked the path. You learn from their triumphs and failures, enabling you to make informed decisions that propel you closer to financial independence. Moreover, reading is a form of ongoing education that doesn't require formal schooling or substantial financial investment. It is a democratic tool available to all who seek knowledge and growth. Regardless of your current circumstances, the library card in your hand and the determination in your heart can be the starting point of a journey towards financial liberation. But it's not just about reading, it's about implementation. The wisdom gained from books becomes powerful only when applied in your life. You must take action, apply the principles learned, and persistently strive for improvement. Financial independence is not a destination but a continuous journey, one where the habit of reading and implementing what you learn serves as your compass and fuel. In closing, my friends, understand this. Financial independence is not an exclusive club reserved for a fortunate few. It is a path open to all those who are willing to embark on the journey of personal growth. The habit of reading books on personal development, financial literacy, and success principles is the cornerstone of this expedition. So, I implore you, commit to the habit of reading. Let the wisdom within the pages of these books become the catalyst for your personal and financial evolution. As you devour the knowledge, remember, it's not just about what you read. It's about what you do with what you learn that shapes your destiny. Embrace the power of reading. Embrace personal growth. Embrace the pursuit of financial independence. The journey may be long, the challenges many, but the rewards are immeasurable. Dare to start today, for the life you desire awaits within the pages of the books you choose to read and the actions you choose to take. Thank you.